For over 50 years, New England have been supporting and helping clients with their asset disposal needs through the buying and selling of industrial and commercial equipment. We specialise in asset disposal solutions for whole manufacturing plants, production lines, right down to individual items. We do this using our route to market through our online auctions, private treaty sales and also tender sales. We can offer comprehensive packages for whole site clearances, right down to bespoke solutions for our clients' needs. And we do this through the buying and selling of industrial and commercial equipment.
So I'm Dave Lake. I'm the Advanced Engineering and Sales Manager here at UYS. My focus on this role was the day-to-day handling of the decommissioning team here at UYS and also the communications with New England regarding the process and the progress of the project along the way. UYS was a first-tier and OEM supplier to the automotive industry, specialising in precision pressed, welded and bent components. Sadly, due to the decision of our customer to cease production in Europe, we had to close down the plant and cease all our own operations, meaning we needed a full site clearance operation from New England. So when we first started looking for our asset disposal partner, New England were pitted against 6 other companies with very similar abilities. We had a very specific time frame. We were very fixed on that time. We had 5 months available to clear the site from August 2021. And what really shone through for us was New England's ability to be able to clear the site within that 5-month period, as well as their capabilities and expertise to be able to clear some of the largest assets on site that were causing us real concerns. We identified around about 4,000 assets on site, including about 38 MIG and laser weld cells, 9 current generation, 6 previous generation muffler assembly lines. We also had 15 presses, 52 individual bend, press and sizing operations for our pipe work, as well as a couple of thousand handling equipment items and over 1,000 items of office hardware. By the end, with New England's help, we ended up with over 17,000 items. We actually added another 10,000 handling items to that, as well as another 1,000 items of spares and ancillary tooling. So initially, all the communications we had were based around some documentation that UYS released on our facilities. That was mostly done via some face-to-face meetings, but also online due to COVID being in effect. As the project moved on, we moved into communications with the project manager, specifically around the auctions. So we had live feedback as the auctions were running with New England to explain to us how things were going. Also daily, once the site manager was in place, we were able to work through with him as to what was happening on each day, which assets were leaving site, and also give us a clearer picture going forward for the days and weeks ahead. So the largest pair of special considerations for us were our 1,200 tonne transfer and 400 tonne progression press. The 1,200 tonne press weighed over 300 tonnes, was 10 metres high, 12 metres long, 14 metres wide. The 400 tonne was a little bit smaller, but still way over 100 tonnes, 6 metres high and around about 9 metres long. Both of those required a lot of care, a lot of special attention to be able to get them off site. The 2 presses themselves, the 1200 had a 95 tonne crown sitting right at the top of the press, the 400 a 40 tonne crown. Both of those required some very, very specific equipment to come in, and New England and their contractors were able to provide all the requirements we had on there to bring both presses off site in a timely and professional fashion.
New England provided a project schedule and asset valuation which met all of UYS's requirements. This schedule consisted of private treaty sales of some major assets prior to the end of production date. For a site clearance of this scale, we determined that splitting the assets over 10 auctions would maximise the loss exposure as well as ensure the best realisation. Our online auction platform was the best strategy for the remainder of the assets due to our extensive database of vetted buyers. Assets were sold to Africa, Asia, Europe, South America, as well as the UK.
I think New England surpassed expectations on the actual project with 17,000 items cleared from site. I think their professional handling of the UYS team is to be commended, given the emotional and sad situation that the whole team was facing. It was quite a sad time for us knowing that the business was going to close.
Even with the global pandemic and its unique challenges, New England were able to deliver their solution within the specified time frame and in line with the original asset valuation. New England services include online auctions, asset purchasing, private treaty sales, whole site clearances and dilapidations.